Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another lesson with us here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we have a lesson for all our university students out there.
That's right. We're talking about registering for university.
Okay, so it's a difficult process sometimes, even in your own language. So we're going to try and make it a little bit easier by giving you some of the common words you would need to register at a university.
All right, well, I think it's time we get started by listening to the dialogue. And we're going to listen to a young female student as she tries to choose her classes.
Excuse me, is this where I register? I'd like to sign up for my courses for next semester.
Yes, of course. I need your student ID, please.
Here you are.
Okay, Susan. It says here that you are a business major and that you're in your second year. Is this information correct?
Yes, I do want to take some additional credits this year to get a minor in psychology.
Sure, that's not a problem. Do you have the list of courses that you want to take this semester?
Yeah, here's my list. I'm not sure if the class schedule will allow me to take all of them, though.
Yeah, that's perfect. What about the subjects for your minor?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to take fundamental linguistics, consumer psychology, and neuroanatomy.
Wow, you're going to be busy this semester. Okay, here you go. You're registered now. You have to make your first tuition payment before classes start.
All right, great. A very good student, taking a lot of classes this semester.
I know, and it sounds like some of them are pretty hard as well.
Yeah, they are. Well, she used some of those very common phrases that we would need when we are registering at university. So let's take a look at them now in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, so the first thing, I think we need to deal with this word to register.
Register.
So register for university.
Okay, so we've mentioned this word many times, so I think it would be a good idea to listen to some examples, and then we'll come back and explain it.
Example 1.
I registered to attend the conference on international trade this month.
Example 2.
It is your obligation as a good citizen to register to vote.
Example 3.
It is necessary to register on our website before joining the conference.
So when you register for something, you put your name down on a list, right? So in this case, when you register for university, you officially put your name on the list of students in that course.
Okay, so you can register for university. What else can you register for?
Register for a class. You can even register to vote.
Okay, so register. Now, she was registering for her classes, and we saw these words that we know already, but it's a good idea to take a look at them. We heard that she is a business major.
So a major.
A major.
A business major.
And what is your major?
The major is the major area that you study, the most important area that you study.
The area where you are specialized.
Yeah, the area that you focus on.
Okay. Now, we heard another one that's called a minor.
So this is another area that you study, but it is less important than your major.
Okay, so major and your minor.
So let's give an example. Imagine you must take 100 classes to graduate from university. Maybe you have to take 50 for your major and maybe 30 for your minor.
Okay, very good. And now on your degree, on your title, does it say what is your major and minor?
Well, I think it depends on the university, but in my case, yes.
Okay, very good. So major and minor.
Yep.
Now, related to this and what you were saying about your classes, it takes us to our next word, which is credits.
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 Now, this is easily confused with classes sometimes.
That's right. Well, a credit is kind of a point. So in university, you need a certain number of credits or points to graduate.
Okay. So suppose you need 100 credits to graduate.
So that's not 100 courses because each course might be worth 4 or 6 or 8 credits, depending on how important it is.
Very good. So maybe the classes that are part of your major will have more credits. All right. Very good. And now we have our last word in this dialogue, and it was tuition.
Tuition.
She had to pay her tuition.
So tuition is the money that you must pay for education.
Okay, only for education.
That's right. So university tuition, private school tuition, or even language course tuition.
Okay, so a tuition is the money you must pay for school only.
Yep.
So we've seen a lot of great words used for registering at university. So I think it's time to listen to the dialogue for the second time a little bit slower, and then we'll come back and take a look at some phrases.
Excuse me, is this where I register? I'd like to sign up for my courses for next semester.
Yes, of course. I need your student ID, please.
Here you are.
Okay, Susan. It says here that you are a business major and that you're in your second year. Is this information correct?
Yes. I do want to take some additional credits this year to get a minor in psychology.
Sure, that's not a problem. Do you have the list of courses that you want to take this semester?
Yeah, here's my list. I'm not sure if the class schedule will allow me to take all of them, though.
Yeah, that's perfect. What about the subjects for your minor?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I need to take fundamental linguistics, consumer psychology, and neuroanatomy.
Wow, you're going to be busy this semester. Okay, here you go. You're registered now. You have to make your first tuition payment before classes start.
All right, so it's time for putting it together.
Putting it together.
And we're going to look at some phrases here that we can use to talk about education and university, and we can use them in different ways.
All right, and our first phrase is actually very similar to register.
To sign up for something.
Okay, I want to sign up for.
I'd like to sign up for my courses.
I think it would be a good idea if we listen to some examples of how we can use this phrase.
Example 1.
I signed up for a 1-year gym membership.
Example 2.
If you want to assist our meeting, you need to sign up first.
Example 3.
I hate signing up for things online because they just send you spam emails.
Okay, so I can see that to sign up for something is to agree to take part in it.
Okay, so it's a little bit more informal than register.
Yeah, exactly. Less formal.
All right. So moving on to our second phrase. This is very important because it's often used improperly, right?
Yeah, people often make mistakes with this phrase.
All right, so let's look at this phrase, second year.
So she is in her second year.
Now, it seems very simple, so why are we explaining this?
Well, it often gets confused with grade. So when we talk about university, we talk about first year, second year, third year, fourth year. We cannot say grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4.
Or year 1, year 2.
No, it's always first year, second year, third year, fourth year.
Okay, very good. Or last year.
Yeah, last year.
My last year of college.
Exactly.
Very good. So now you know how you can explain to someone what year of college or university you're in.
Yes, that's right.
Very good. And we have one more phrase to you, and it was when she was getting her class schedule.
So class schedule.
Class schedule.
Now, a schedule is the list of things you do at what time.
Right, so it's the timetable of your day or your week.
Yep.
All right. And your class schedule will say all the classes that you have and what time they're at.
So what other types of schedules can we have?
You also have maybe a gym schedule.
That's right. Or even a work schedule.
Right. So we have different types of schedules and you can use it depending on what you are doing. those are all the phrases we have for putting it together today. And now let's listen to the dialogue for the last time, and then we'll come back.
Excuse me, is this where I register? I'd like to sign up for my courses for next semester.
Yes, of course. I need your student ID, please.
Here you are.
Okay, Susan. It says here that you are a business major and that you're in your second year. Is this information correct?
Yes, I do want to take some additional credits this year to get a minor in psychology.
Sure, that's not a problem. Do you have the list of courses that you want to take this semester?
Yeah, here's my list. I'm not sure if the class schedule will allow me to take all of them, though.
Yeah, that's perfect. What about the subjects for your minor?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to take fundamental linguistics, consumer psychology, and neuroanatomy.
Wow, you're going to be busy this semester. Okay, here you go. You're registered now. You have to make your first tuition payment before classes start.
All right, so we were talking about second year, first year, third year, etc.
Yep.
Now, there are also other names that we give to each year, both for high school and university.
And I think this is only for America, like in the United States. We don't do this in Canada, and I always get so confused. So, Marco, what is the name you give to first-year students?
Okay, so first year students are called freshmen
Okay, because they're fresh.
because they're fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just came from middle school, they just came from high school.
All right, and what about the second-year students?
They're called sophomores.
Okay, because they're soft?
Well, it's not soft, it's sophomore, like SOPH.
Sophomore.
Sophomore. And then third year students are called juniors.
Okay, because they're almost it's like junior manager.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because then last year students are called seniors.
Huh. So
So-
they're the oldest guys in the school.
Exactly. So you can say, yeah, I'm a sophomore at Arizona State University.
Okay, so we only use this in America, though, right?
Yes, it's very and not only for university but also for high school.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and if you have any questions or comments, or you want to share with us your experiences in high school or university, please come to the website at englishpod.com.
That's right. So Marco and I are there to answer your questions. And until next time, thanks for listening and goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
To place one's name on a roll or register, sign up.
Enroll.
Officially put your name on a list for something.
Sign up for.
A short piece of writing on one subject that argues one point of view.
Essay.
The field one studies in university.
Major.
A long piece of writing that you must do at the end of a course.
Term paper.
Points you receive towards your degree.
Credit.
An exam or big test given halfway through the course.
Midterm.
Timetable, list of appointments and times.
Schedule.
The last exams at the end of a semester.
Finals.
Educational fees.
Tuition. Let's try that faster.
A short piece of writing on one subject that argues one point of view.
Essay.
The last exams at the end of a semester.
Finals.
Educational fees.
Tuition.
The field one studies in university.
Major.
Points you receive towards your degree.
Credit.
Timetable. List of appointments and times.
Schedule.
An exam or big test given halfway through the course.
Midterm.
To place one's name on a roll or register. Sign up.
Enroll.
A long piece of writing that you must do at the end of a course.
Term paper.
Officially put your name on a list for something.
Sign up for. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. Sign up for. I signed up for a 1-year gym membership. I really need to lose weight. Sign up for. If you want to assist our meeting, you need to sign up first. Sign up for. I hate signing up for things online because they just send you spam emails. Major. I wanted to become an arts major, but my parents wanted me to study business. Major. Paula majored in physics and applied sciences. She is a real genius. Major. I don't know what I should major in. What do you suggest? Credit. I need to take extra credits this year in order to make up for my laziness last semester. Credit. Tuition at some universities depends on the amount of credits you take. Credit. This class is really important since it's worth 6 credits. Schedule. I need to check my gym schedule because I want to go to my aerobics class this week. Schedule. Tracy has a really light working schedule. She only works from 9 a.m. till noon. Schedule. I just got my class schedule today, and I'm going to be busy 7 days a week. Tuition. College tuition in the United States can be very expensive. Maybe you should study somewhere else. Tuition. I have to save up for my tuition for next semester. Tuition. I have a scholarship, so I only have to pay half my tuition every year. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another sports lesson with us here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about a very interesting and very difficult game to play, and it's golf.
So we've got some golf vocabulary for you in this lesson. And I think we better actually look at a few vocabulary words in vocabulary preview before we start with the dialogue.
Vocabulary preview.
On vocabulary preview today, we have 3 words, and the first one is aficionado.
Aficionado.
An aficionado.
A golf aficionado.
All right, so this basically is a very fancy word of... It's a very fancy way of saying a fan.
Yes, someone who likes something a lot.
Okay, so you are an aficionado. I like golf.
Yeah, you can also be a wine aficionado.
Okay. So it's kind of like a hobby.
Yeah, you know a lot about it and you like it.
And now our second word is not anywhere in the dialogue.
No, but we're going to use it when we explain some of these words, so you need to know it.
Okay. The word is club.
Club.
A golf club.
Okay, so a golf club is the tool you use to hit the golf ball.
Right. So it's a long tube, basically, that looks like a J, kind of.
Yeah, and you hit the ball with it.
So that's a golf club. And now our third word is golf course.
Golf course.
A golf course.
A course.
So this is the area where you play golf.
Yeah, it's like the golf field.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's a very big green area where you play golf. So those are the 3 words we have for vocabulary preview. So now we could listen to our dialogue for the first time as we listen to our sports announcers, Rick Fields and Bob Copeland, and see what happens on this occasion.
Good morning, golf aficionados. My name is Rick Fields, and you guessed it, I'm here with my main man, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in beautiful Pebble Beach where the top golfers in the world are vying to win the grand prize of $1 million.
Whoa, that's a lot of cash. Let's go to the course and see how Tiger Woods is doing.
All right, we're here at the 8th hole. It's par 4 and has some very difficult hazards which many golfers find difficult to avoid. Although I did see Jack Nicklaus hit a hole-in-one on this very same hole.
Tiger Woods is about to tee off, and let's see if he has the same luck as Jack. Tiger is asking his caddy for his driver, and he seems to be very nervous.
Oh no, not a good swing at all. It's definitely not his day today. On the 7th hole, he got a bogey, and before that, he barely made par. He will definitely not get a birdie on this shot.
It seems that his ball has flown somewhere deep into the trees. He's having a hard time finding it, and even his caddy has climbed a tree to try and spot it.
Oh no, a bear! Run, Tiger, run! Somebody call animal control!
So a pretty exciting ending to that dialogue there. A bear on the golf course.
Yeah, I wonder if Tiger's okay.
I sure hope so, because it would be a huge loss to the world of golf.
Right, so we did learn a lot about golf because they use some very specific and technical words for golf. So let's look at these now in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, so the announcers were talking about the game, and they're talking about the course, and they're here on the 8th hole, and they said that last time Jack Nicklaus hit a hole-in-one.
Hole-in-one.
A hole-in-one.
Okay, a hole-in-one.
So this is when you hit the ball once and the ball goes in the hole.
Exactly. So it's something very difficult to do.
Yes.
Right? A hole-in-one.
I've certainly never made one.
Okay, so sometimes it's also called an ace. So it can be a hole-in-one or called an ace.
Ah, okay.
Now, for our second word, once we get to the hole, to the 9th hole or the 10th hole, we have to tee off.
To tee off.
Tee off.
So when you tee off, you begin playing.
Right. So it's the very first instance where you put the little ball on the tee.
Mm-hmm. And you hit the ball for the first time.
Exactly. So to tee off.
Now another golf vocabulary. They were talking about a caddy.
Right, a caddy.
A caddy.
Now a caddy is a person.
Yes, it's the person who carries your golf clubs.
Exactly. So he carries your bag,
Yep.
your golf clubs, and basically helps you while you're playing golf.
Yeah, he tells you which way you should hit the ball and maybe, gives you a nice cold drink and
Yes.
looks after you.
Very good. So that's a caddy. Mm-hmm. And now the caddy, since he has to carry all the golf clubs, Tiger Woods asked him for his driver.
A driver.
Driver.
A driver.
Now, a driver is a type of golf club.
Right, it's not a person.
No. It's a type of golf club, and it's a very big and heavy golf club that is used to tee off.
So it's used to hit the ball a very long way.
Yes, that is called the driver.
Okay, so and the next thing they were talking about were some different types of scores that you could get on a hole. And the first one they mentioned was par.
Okay, so you can make par.
Okay, or the par of the course can be 4.
Okay, very good. So basically, the par is the maximum number of swings or strokes you can make before putting the ball into the hole.
Right, so it's like the right. So when when a hole is par 4, you should only hit the ball 4 times.
4 times or less.
Yep.
Very good. Now, if you don't make par, there are some options.
You can make a bogey.
All right, a bogey.
A bogey.
Now, sometimes the golf course is very difficult.
Yep.
So instead of putting the ball in the hole, let's say in 4 turns,
Yep.
you do it in 5.
Okay, so it's 1 over par.
1 over par.
So that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad because
Yep.
you get a point. So it's kind of strange because in golf, the more points you have,
The worse you are.
the worse you are.
Yeah.
So that is a bogey.
Now, they also talked about a birdie.
Birdie is the opposite if you hit 1 under par.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's good because you have -1, 1 less than par.
All right, so this is actually a lot of weird, crazy, strange language. Birdie, bogey, caddy, driver. Why don't we listen to the dialogue one more time to help us understand?
Good morning, golf aficionados. My name is Rick Fields, and you guessed it, I'm here with my main man, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in beautiful Pebble Beach where the top golfers in the world are vying to win the grand prize of $1 million.
Whoa, that's a lot of cash. Let's go to the course and see how Tiger Woods is doing.
All right, we're here at the 8th hole. It's a par 4 and has some very difficult hazards which many golfers find difficult to avoid. Although I did see Jack Nicklaus hit a hole-in-one on this very same hole.
Tiger Woods is about to tee off, and let's see if he has the same luck as Jack. Tiger is asking his caddy for his driver, and he seems to be very nervous.
Oh no, not a good swing at all. It is definitely not his day today. On the 7th hole, he got a bogey, and before that, he barely made par. He'll definitely not get a birdie on this shot.
It seems that his ball has flown somewhere deep in the trees. He is having a hard time finding it, and even his caddy has climbed a tree to try and spot it.
Oh no! A bear! Run, Tiger! Run! Somebody call animal control!
All right, great. So I think it's clear now what type of rules they have in golf and how it works. So why don't we take a look now at some of the phrases that we heard in the dialogue in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Okay, well, one of the phrases I want to talk about is something that Bob Copeland said. He said, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at beautiful Pebble Beach.
Okay, as you can see.
As you can see.
So this usually goes in the beginning of a sentence.
Yeah, it's a way to say, I know you can see this. I'm telling you something you know.
Okay, so maybe I'm showing you my house and I can say, as you can see, our living room is very spacious.
Yes. So this is actually a really helpful phrase. It can help you sound really native-like. So why don't we hear some examples of how it's used?
Example 1.
As you can see, we recently remodeled our entire kitchen.
Example 2.
As you can see here, the damage to the building is very serious.
Example 3.
As you can see, the hairstylist made a mistake when cutting my hair. All right, great. So as you can see, now for our second phrase, well, Tiger Woods wasn't doing very well, and the announcer said, it's not his day.
It's not his day.
It's not his day today.
All right, so when it's not your day, you're having a bad time or a bad day.
Right, maybe you're having difficulties or you're having bad luck that day.
Yeah, so for example, today I had a headache and I ripped my pants and I spilled coffee on myself. So it really wasn't my day.
Okay, it's not your day today.
No,
Great phrase and also very common and makes you sound very native.
that's right. Now, the last phrase, similar to "it's not your day," we also heard that Tiger was having a hard time.
Okay, to have a hard time.
To have a hard time.
Now, if you have a hard time with something,
You have difficulty with it.
okay, now it's not only related to golf, right?
Of course, you can talk about anything like this. So, I'm having a hard time understanding what this word means.
Okay, or when I was in school, I had a hard time with math.
All right, me too.
So to have a hard time means that you have difficulties with something. So great phrases, great words. Let's listen to this dialogue for the last time, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about golf.
Good morning, golf aficionados. My name is Rick Fields, and you guessed it, I'm here with my main man, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in beautiful Pebble Beach where the top golfers in the world are vying to win the grand prize of $1 million.
Whoa, that's a lot of cash. Let's go to the course and see how Tiger Woods is doing.
All right, we're here at the 8th hole. It's par 4 and has some very difficult hazards which many golfers find difficult to avoid. Although I did see Jack Nicklaus hit a hole-in-one on this very same hole.
Tiger Woods is about to tee off, and let's see if he has the same luck as Jack. Tiger is asking his caddy for his driver, and he seems to be very nervous.
Oh no, not a good swing at all. It's definitely not his day today. On the 7th hole, he got a bogey, and before that, he barely made par. He will definitely not get a birdie on this shot.
It seems that his ball has flown somewhere deep into the trees. He's having a hard time finding it, and even his caddy has climbed a tree to try and spot it.
Oh no, a bear! Run, Tiger, run! Somebody call animal control!
All right, so Marco, I know that in the Western business world, golf is actually super important for your career, isn't it?
Well, many times, when you see in movies or the stereotype is that business is done on a golf course.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is true. Many times, people will invite you out to a golf course and you'll be playing a game and, talking business and relaxing at the same time.
So maybe you negotiate a deal out on the golf course.
Exactly. And of course, if you lose, it's a good thing because then the deal will pull through.
Okay. Well, actually, I know that it is so important for people who are wanting to do well in business, and many people who don't speak English as their first language take golf English lessons.
Right. So not only golf lessons, like how to play golf, but also in English.
Like how to talk about golf, how to, talk to other people and make deals while you're on the golf course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like in many other sports, golf has also its slang and its terms and stuff. So yeah, it's very interesting and it's one of those cultural things.
That's right. So if you have any questions or comments about today's lesson, why don't you visit our website at englishpod.com.
Right, we're always there to answer any questions or doubts you might have. And until next time, we'll see you there.
Goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Light golf stroke made on the putting green in an effort to place the ball into the hole.
Putt.
An enthusiastic admirer or follower, a fan.
Aficionado.
An area of short-cut grass around the hole on a golf course.
Green.
My right-hand man, my important helper.
Main man.
The action of a ball moving away from its straight path.
Break.
Money in the form of bills or coins.
Cash.
A hazard on a golf course considering of a depression partly filled with sand.
Sand trap.
Golf club with an angled metal head.
Iron.
An obstacle, such as some water, found on a golf course.
Hazard.
Using only one shot to put the ball in the hole.
Hole in one.
Hit the ball for the first time on a hole.
Tee off.
Person who carries the golf clubs and gives advice.
Caddy.
The club you use to hit the ball long distances.
Driver.
The action of hitting the golf ball.
Swing.
Not a good day for that person.
Not someone's day.
Score that is one higher than it should be in golf.
Bogey.
Get the score you should for a certain hole.
Make par.
1 point lower than the score you should get.
Birdie.
The action of hitting the ball.
Shot.
A difficult time doing something. Difficulty.
Hard time.
The number of strokes considered necessary to complete.
Par.
Let's try that faster. Light golf stroke made on the putting green in an effort to place the ball into the hole.
Putt.
Person who carries the golf clubs and gives advice.
Caddy.
The number of strokes considered necessary to complete.
Par.
The action of hitting the ball.
Shot.
Hit the ball for the first time on a hole.
Tee off.
A difficult time doing something. Difficulty.
Hard time.
Get the score you should for a certain hole.
Make par.
The action of hitting the golf ball.
Swing.
An area of short-cut grass around the hole on a golf course.
Green.
1 point lower than the score you should get.
Birdie.
Golf club with an angled metal head.
Iron.
My right-hand man, my important helper.
Main man.
A hazard on a golf course considering of a depression partly filled with sand.
Sand trap.
Using only one shot to put the ball in the hole.
Hole in one.
The action of a ball moving away from its straight path.
Break.
Not a good day for that person.
Not someone's day.
An obstacle, such as some water, found on a golf course.
Hazard.
The club you use to hit the ball long distances.
Driver.
An enthusiastic admirer or follower, a fan.
Aficionado.
Score that is one higher than it should be in golf.
Bogey.
Money in the form of bills or coins.
Cash.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Hole in one. That was amazing. I have never seen somebody hit a hole in one before. Hole in one. The odds of hitting a hole in one are 1 in 33,000. Hole in one. Brad almost made a hole-in-one today at the golf course. We were all very excited. Tee off. Don't be late. We tee off at 9 a.m. sharp. Tee off. Tiger Woods is about to tee off the 9th hole. Let's go see. Tee off. One of the most difficult parts of golfing is the tee off. Par. This hole is a par 4, which means you have 4 or fewer swings to put the ball in the hole. Par. With a bit of luck, I made par on the 18th hole. Par. You need to make par in order to win. Don't screw up. Birdie. He was so lucky. He got a birdie on this hole. I thought he would just make par. Birdie. When a golfer puts the ball in the hole 1 stroke under par, we call that a birdie. Birdie. Jim is such a great golfer. He has been sinking birdies all day. Hard time. I'm having a really hard time finding my camera. Have you seen it? Hard time. When I was in school, I had a hard time with math and chemistry. Hard time. I'm having a hard time hitting the ball more than 100 meters.